Hi everyone, it's Angela with Purple and Pink Everyday, and today I'm going to be showing you things I use for shipping my eBay and my sticker shop orders, so stay tuned. Okay everyone, so let's jump right into it. I wrote everything down, so I'm going to kind of refer to that so I don't forget anything, because there is a lot of different things I use for shipping. So the first thing I'm going to go through is the things I use for my sticker shop. I have an Etsy shop as well as an Amazon homemade shop, and I also sell my stickers on eBay. And so the first thing I use is what is called a rigid mailer, and it'll look something like this. The two that I am currently using, there's a smaller one which I use for most of my orders. It's a little more, it's a little bit thicker than this one. It's a little bit thinner, but it's a little bit bigger. I actually like the thinner ones because they weigh less, and you don't need anything like super like rigid. Like it can't be like, it can't bend at all. I mean, obviously they're stickers, so there's a little give to them, but you want them to stay nice, so that's why I use these. I do not use bubble mailers. Okay, so these are the bubble mailers. I don't use them for stickers because you don't want your stickers bending and getting all messed up, and then the customer will ask for a refund or a replacement. It's just not worth the hassle, so I don't use those for my stickers. Okay, so down the line. Okay, so the first thing I do when I get a Etsy order is I use these clear cellophane bags, and I put the orders in there and I seal them up, and I put a nice little thank you sticker on there. I also do thank you notes. I'm going to show you what I got going on there. Right now I still have a bunch of these thank you cards. I make my own thank you cards because obviously I know how to make stickers, so thank you cards are not that difficult to make. I have a couple different sizes. I have some smaller ones. So these are the smaller ones that I can put into my sticker envelopes because they're smaller and like smaller items. I'm playing with some other formats and stuff, so I might be changing those. I want to change everything to say Purple and Pink Everyday instead of Purple and Pink Thrifting, but I'll use whatever I have left until then. And the other thing I like to do when I'm packing up a sticker order is including a freebie, and I'm going to show you what my freebie looks like. So just hold on one second. So what I like to do is when I have a sticker order, I like to do a different freebie every month. And what I'll do is, like for April, the freebie will be for March, so that way you have it in time to use it. So and I always like to do it on the premium nicer paper than whatever they ordered. So say somebody ordered premium paper, well, I don't want to give them just another one of premium paper, so I'll usually put in one that has glossy paper on it so they can kind of see the different papers and perhaps upgrade their order for the next time. So that's what I like to do. I like to put a little sample in there, and I do a different one every month. Right now I kind of got behind. I don't have any samples right now, but I do like to give freebies with every order. And then that is everything for my sticker shop. So now we're going to go through, which is much more extensive, everything I use for my thrifting end of things. So the first thing we'll go through is the bubble mailers, and you already saw this one. This is a smaller one, and then I have a bigger one that I use. This one is also an eBay one, And then I have this one here, which is the USPS flat rate bubble mailer. And the small eBay mailer is, let's see, 9 1/4 by 6.5 inches. And you can get 100 of these for about $32. At least that's what it was last time I ordered. And if you have an eBay shop, you can use your coupon for all the eBay supplies, which is why they're all from eBay, because it's cheaper. I'm trying not to go off camera. I'm not used to standing and doing a video, so bear with me a moment. Okay, and so the larger bubble mailer goes for $43.67, and you get 100 of those in a pack. And those are 9 1/2 by 13 1/4. The flat rate mailers are free, and it's 9 1/2 by 12 1/2. So the ones I got are just slightly bigger than, I can do this, than the eBay ones. And I wanted around the same size because sometimes I have something that I want to go in this size envelope, but it's a first class item because it's light and I don't want to pay priority mail prices. So that's why that's why I bought that one. So that's it for the flat rate envelopes. I do have a smaller one. I don't remember what I paid for this one. This is a little bit smaller. I got this on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for it. If I can find it, I'll link it because, you know, it's nice if you have something smaller. It still will fit like a CD or a video game and stuff like that. And that's what I mostly use, like the smaller. These are great for movies, DVDs, CDs, anything like that. That's like a nice small size. You just slip that sucker right in there. Okay, so I'm going to go through the box. Actually, I think I'm going to go through the poly mailers. I have a lot of different sizes of the poly mailers. The smallest one is this one here. It's a 6x9. And I like to use these for anything that's small that might already kind of have a box on it. Sometimes, like, maybe there's a makeup item, like maybe some mascara that doesn't really need a lot of padding, but it's small. I can put it in there. Something like a charger that may have already a box on it, and I just will usually slip it in there. Okay. So that is the smallest one. Now let me show you the biggest poly mailer I have. I meant to get all these out earlier and I totally forgot. So this, I don't know if you can see how big that is. It's like a huge, huge mailer. And the reason I got this one is because I have these backpack diaper bags, and they don't need anything that's like rigid, and they're still priority, but I wanted to reduce the cost as much as possible, so I got these huge poly bags for them. And these are 19 by 24 approximately. I always round up for eBay measurements, so it might be a little bit under, but it's 19 by 24 inches, and I will include that link also. And those would also be good if you have something that's a larger clothing item, like say a jacket or a big sweater or something that's like plus size, and so it just takes a lot of room. Those would be good. Okay, so the next thing I also wanted to show you, I pulled it out real quick. The backpack that I bought that big poly mailer for. It's these ones here. I bought a lot of them on I bought a bunch of them from Shop Goodwill, and I don't even remember what I paid for them. But I've sold quite a few. I only have, I think, 3 left, but they're not They're not fast movers, that's for sure. Okay, so the other thing I like to get is these clear bags. They already have a suffocation warning on there. So if you're somebody who wants to sell on Amazon, the suffocation warning is quite nice. And so basically, like, this is something I have in one of those bags. It's a little bra. And then usually I'll put like a number on there so it's easier to find in the bin. But this one doesn't have one. But basically that's all it is. I stick it that and then throw that in the bin and it'll keep it nice for storage. Okay, onward to the next item. So let's go through the boxes. The first thing I'll kind of go through is some of the free boxes I get from the USPS.com. I think the first one everyone's probably familiar with would be like the Shoebox. So if you're gonna sell shoes, you definitely need these boxes. I've also used these for some smaller items, especially if they're like tall and skinny. I can Frankenbox this thing, and I will go through in a minute what Frankenboxing is. So definitely order those. And then I have two different sizes of these. They're 10.92 and the 10.95, and they're kind of a skinny rectangular box, and you can stack these like this and ship the Guitar Hero guitars or something similar in size for that. And okay, so the first box I like to use is this one here. It is a 12 by 12 by 12 box. And I thought this would be a good one to show you what Frankenboxing is. So basically, if you have an item, because this is a 12 by 12 by 12 box. Say I had an item that was, it was 14 inches tall. I need a box that's taller. So this is what I would do. Grab my chair so I can put the box on it. So I've already partially put this box together. The 12 by 12 by 12. And then I would take this one and I would just put it inside of this box. And you might have to finagle it a little bit, but there you go. So you got one box inside of another box. And once that is completed, I would take my tape and I would tape it around. If I have to cut this down a little bit, then I use my special tool. And basically, hopefully you can see this. I lower my camera so you can see it a little bit better. There, I think that's good. So basically, you take this tool and you go like this, and then you would run it across here, and it would give you a nice perforation. And then you just have to take your box cutter and cut the sides, and then you can fold them in and tape it. So you would tape around this part, and then you tape it like you normally would, and then you have your Frankenbox. And you will be quite familiar with Frankenboxing. If you have not been familiar before, you will. It's definitely a lifesaver. And the next box is this one here. This is on eBay as they call a book box. I use it for more than just books, but I bought it originally because I was selling some, what do you call that? Cardstock paper. Let me show you real quick what I was selling. So I had found a couple pads of, like these kind of pads of paper, and I needed something that was going to be big enough for it. So I ended up buying these boxes because I had no idea how else I was going to ship these things. But I do like them. I use them for books, like they're meant to be, but I also use them for other things too. And they are adjustable size. They have a little things here. I don't even know what you would call that. It's not like perforated. It was just kind of adjustable. And so that's what I use. Okay. So we got the book box. I went, and there's the 12 by 12. Did I tell you how much they were? I'm not sure. So the 12 by 12, I paid $36.97 for 25 boxes. The next size I like to use is the 16 by 12 by 8. And it's kind of just a longer box. $36.97 for 25. Oh, the 12 by 12 was 42. Sorry. I got those two mixed up. So the 12 by 12 by 12 was 42 for 25. And that one was 36. And the next one, where'd it go? Is a little box. Now this qualifies for first class. So it's really nice. If you sell hats, you can put a hat in there. And if you sell anything small, you can also put that in there. You can even put, you know, if say you have a clothing item, you want to put it in a box, you could do that too. It's good for plush. You could put, you know, just anything small. They're really handy. And these are a 8 by 6 up by 4. And this one, let's see, was $25.50 for 25 boxes. So that is pretty much the boxes I use. I also save boxes, like because I do order a lot from Amazon. So whenever I get an Amazon box, I save it. I don't care if it's the tiniest box, the biggest box. It doesn't matter. I hoard all my boxes. Okay, so we went through that. Okay. So the next thing I want to go through real quick is stretch wrap. And this is clear stretch wrap. And what I use this for is I do sell some books. So if there's like a series, like say a 3-book series, I'll wrap it in the stretch wrap before I store it away. Right now I have most of my books on shelves, but when I move, I'm not going to have the shelf space that I have right now, because the room I'm in now, there's like a shelf like along the wall, like it's just naturally in the wall. So, and I have books. So basically I have books from one end of the room to the other. I'm not going to have that when I move, so I don't know what I'm going to do with all these books. They might have to go in bins. I don't know yet. So, yep, I used the stretch wrap. This one I got off of Amazon. I forgot which one it was. And then, shortly after I got that one, I found this at the dollar store, and it works just as well. So you don't have to spend a lot. I think I spent like $10 on this one versus this one, which was $1. Yes, it's longer, but honestly, this works out just fine for me. And I also use a stretch wrap if I'm shipping a Guitar Hero. I like to wrap it. So like all that, what do they call that little whammy bar or whatever they call that thing on the bottom? It kind of sticks out. I like to wrap it so it doesn't get like caught during shipping and break or whatever. And the next wrap I want to go through is this stuff here. And it's a black wrap. And this I use to wrap the actual boxes. Say you have an item that's already in a box, like a coffee maker or something, and it's like, well, why am I rewrapping it in another box? It already has a box. then I'll usually just wrap it a couple times with this thing so it looks black, and then put the label on it, and it's good to go. And I've also been known, you're probably gonna hate me for this, but if I'm shipping something to UPS, but the box I have is a USPS box, I'll sometimes wrap it in the black stuff because I don't know if they would take that box normally, so I just wrap it just to be safe. Because I'm like, I don't know why they wouldn't take it. Anyway. So the next thing I do is I use, woohoo, bubble wrap! So I buy these rolls. This is a brand new roll from American Bubble Boy. And I buy 2 of them for $25. I mean, you can buy more than 2, but I just don't have the room to store these big, huge, ginormous things. Okay, so this is the contraption I use, and it holds my bubble wrap on the wall. It's not in the wall right now because I took it down because I was hanging the TV where the bubble wrap used to be. And then I decided I wasn't going to put it back up because we were moving. I didn't want to lose the bar, so I used the stretch wrap to wrap it up. And that's kind of the same idea what you can use the wrap for. Anyway, so this goes on the wall. The bar goes from here to here. And yeah, the bubble wrap fits right on there, so you could have it on your wall and easy access. So it's really good. It's really nice. Okay, I'm just going through my list to make sure that I didn't forget anything, because that was a lot of information. I'm going to try to include links to as many items as I can find, because some items I'm having a hard time finding where I ordered them from. I hate that. But, yeah, I think that's everything. So, hopefully this video wasn't too god-awful. I really tried. Like I said, I'm not used to, like, standing in front of a camera. Usually I'm just, like, chilling in my seat in front of the camera. So thank you for tuning in. If you stuck around this long, then you're, like, an angel, and I love you to pieces. So that is it for today. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Thank you.